see, even there, the Christians and then the Muslims, the village, the square, it's all different. We'll be there in a couple seconds. So please, one by one, okay?
Okay. You can come this line, friends. This part is our group.
Just a second. As I mentioned, this is the Zelve İlimli. That is up to 10 to 12,000, so 12 million years old. Well, in this one, the Muslim and the Christian used to live all together until 1923. So because during the First World War, as you remember, we were in also, and the Greek people who used to stay in this village, they had to migrate their own country back, because so it was the fighting time, the war times, and then they had to move. The Turkish government and then the Greece government got the deal between them, and the Turkish people who were in Greece, and then the Greek people who were in Cappadocia and other Anatolian region, they had to go back to their country, and then Turkish people had to come back their country, even though they were like Turkish and then they were Greek, you know. So no matter how, you had to accept Istanbul. So that's why, you know, the people kind of forced to leave, no matter how, no matter they didn't want it. So that was a deal by the government, because maybe like so many people will be back. That's why they saw it in advance, and then they had to change the population between those two countries. So the 30th January 1923. But the last one, the last people who used to live here, 1922. Right after that, so there was no life forms at all in the village. And the village has two parts kinda. One is like kinda, imagine this is like a street that goes all the way top and to the right side, and there's another one where the Christian mostly used to live also in this part too. The Muslim part is on the other side, so we're going first right there, and we're coming back, getting that the small path, not too much, and then coming back all the way down. Okay? So are you ready?
Yeah.
So there are like so many stairs, just letting you know, and then we're gonna be tired just a little bit, and let's go. Let's get in. So very cool inside.
Yeah, very cool.
It's not outside, and you know.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the mosque. Actually, you know, in the church, it has a church and chapel. In the Muslim, it is two different things. One is like mosque, the other one is masjid. This is one of them. So when you see, it has the one stone and the other one is the cave, right? So it must be that was a huge one, and then this part just collapsed. And then we're thinking that is the early Ottoman Empire period. So, and then this is the mihrab, so it's like an apsis in the church. So normally the mihrab is in the middle. So you know, so it's in the middle where you see, just like imagine here it was like this much big, so the mihrab is on the right side. That's not correct. So it's always usually in the middle. So which means this part of the caves collapsed, right? Let's check the other parts. So any idea what it is?
Kitchen.
Kitchen. Black smokes. The chimneys, right? This is the kitchen, and it is like the one like a tandoori one, and also on the left side. But as I mentioned, so mostly the Roman came here like during the 2nd century. So that's why it's being used as a different purposes by the different civilization. And also, I'm gonna give you another information. Here was not only the kitchen, because you see, this one looks like a storage, right? Just like I put something inside of it, but also there's like a one hole, which means you tie the animal here and then feed it here. So that's why that was the stable also. Not at the same time. Not the kitchen and the stable at the same time. Different time, different civilization. Right before the Ottoman came here, maybe the Christians were used to use this one as a stable, because so if you ever been in underground city, so the entrance of the underground cities are kind of small and as a stable, because the animals, you know, they keep the cold weather outside. So here is kind of the beginning of the house or whatever it was. So that's why they should use this part as a stable also. And let's check the other part. So here was another kitchen also. Probably the smoke went out from that window all the way. And it is the black smoke. Okay, let me tell you something also. So, you know, we have so many churches in Cappadocia, right? Some of them are well covered, some of them are scratched, some of them are deleted during the, as I mentioned, iconistic period, and then also when the Seljuk came to Cappadocia, so they believe even like two eyes looking at you as a pictures on the wall, you don't pray there. So that's why we have the evil eye that's coming from shamanism actually. And so even at home, right now, I mean, like in present general, so you don't pray, I'm talking about the Muslim by the way, you don't pray at home with a picture, you just take a flip upside down. So because they believe those two eyes might be the evil eyes and then checking and looking at you, that's why they turn it down, so flip over, and then that's how they pray for the Muslim people. All right, let's go to the left side. All right. Yes. Something in a cave, right? But do you have any idea what it was before?
Family room.
The family room?
Animals. From
Okay.
animals.
See, that is another stable for the animals. That's where they feed the animals here and then tie right there. Like you see, even 1, 2, and 3 on the other side. That was mostly for the sheep and not for the cows. Maybe the cows were on the other side. And also, you see the different layers, right? So different layers are a different eruption and different volcanoes, or maybe calderas. And also, the other one too, another stable. So the one all the way back, I want to show you something. Check this out, all the way up. Looks scary, huh? Right? It is probably the tunnel goes all the way top, like a living room or something. Since you see the stairs, like going from that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the stairs that goes that the people can pass all the way up. All right. I see the small, that must be kitchen, right?
Yes.
And that's one of the purpose. And that one looks like toilet, maybe. But the kitchen toilet cannot be in the same place. Okay, in the Turkish culture, so the toilet is always outside. So not in the same building, not in the same house, especially still in Black Sea region. So like a jungle one with the so many forest, is always outside. So but not in the modern life, you know, it's all the toilets or restroom are in the new house. So this is a typically Turkish building as far as I say. So because in the Turkish culture, you don't get into the house with your, so just imagine the fire is here, right? So there is one huge metal things, it's like a stove, and then you just like put it on the fire, and then make the flour, and then the dough, whatever it is, and put it on, but, so there is one thing that goes all the way like a small pan. So that is for the air. So there is one pipe, imagine, so maybe blowing up, maybe with the hand, with the machine, you just like turn it on, and then the air can get in to the smoke, make it more bigger and bigger. You know, that is the reason. And when the people come here, of course they did like so many things. Imagine, so the Cappadocia's rock formation are collapsing, right? So as you see, they put like so many stones to make a house because that was easy for them. So imagine, so being carved or making a new construction, which one is easy? Being carved into the chimneys because those are soft, even you can see it. So all the way that you can do what kind of shape you wanna try to give to the building. But the other parts are kind of getting collapsed, you know, this is natural. And for example, the monastery is kind of close to that you cannot pass in. So that's why. Pigeon houses. You know, you can see all the pigeons houses, the small one. And let me give you one clue, okay? If you see any stairs like that, it means it collapsed already because they didn't build any stairs outside of the caves. That must be inside, and then you can easily understand that was cracked, starting from the second hole all the way down. Since the right side is black, the other side is like a little bit more bright than the other part, and that one also you see is going all the way down, and then entrance is outside. Must be called for the people too, and getting all the way down because the stairs are always in the like a. All right, we have one church left, so if you don't feel good, so the car is outside and waiting for us, and I'm gonna keep going. So just like a 10 minutes or 15 minutes that we can check that church also. Is everyone coming? Everyone? Let's go. But the picture and the videos are not allowed in that church. Just remember. I'm gonna tell you when you need to turn it off. So no pictures, no videos. This is the church. From that stairs. So the pictures are not allowed. Okay.
So do people still come here to pray?
So there's not actual the church.
Oh,
But if you get the permission from the government, so there are no Turkish customs. No. So if you get the
so whole of Turkey internal?
there is, but if you get the kind of the permission. So after this part, there's no pictures, and then there's no videos are allowed. Just letting you know that you need to turn it off. So the maximum is 2 minutes. So no pictures, no nothing. You just like going inside so quiet and then just like looking around and get out. So when you breathe and then when you kind of take a picture with the